Can two work together except they be agreed? This is a question which we will attempt to answer all through this discourse. It's word laboratory. When two people work together, their paces may be different, and this is where compromise comes in. The faster one will have to slow down, or the slower one will have to catch up, or else they won't be working together. And if they are having a conversation while working, because no one refuses to compromise, their conversation will wane, will fade with time. It is in their unity and oneness that their continual togetherness and productiveness can be achieved and actualized. Let's look at the definition of intimacy. I'm considering intimacy today. And intimacy it's a very simple definition. Intimacy is when two people become one. That is the simple definition of intimacy that we'll give it at this time. When two people can both feel one another's pain, joy, desires, and thoughts, and they cannot live without the other, it means that there is an intimate connection that has been created. There are no secrets between them and no active faults between them. And there is also a willingness from both parties to continue together. I'm going to look at three applications. The first one is intimacy with God, which is divine. When we agree with God in regeneration, we become joined together with Him, and thus we become one spirit with Him, as Scripture says. By that, we're able to partner with God and also to do His will upon the earth just as He wants us to. We're able to synergize and synchronize with His frequencies and also to live out His will and His desires upon the earth. But let's look at the second aspect, which is with your spouse, which is a human kind of connection. When a man agrees to leave his father and mother and joins to his wife, they both become one flesh. In the flesh, they're able to partner together in order to achieve God's program, in order to achieve any agenda upon the face of the earth. And of course, the wife is the help that is meet for the husband, for the man. And for some, when we talk about wife that's help and meet for the man, it could mean for some that the wife has to be preeminent for her to truly serve in the capacity and in the calling of being an help for the man. The wife has to be more wealthy, and therefore, because there are different glories for different people and different destinies. And so we cannot just confine our thoughts to one aspect or one side of life. Some people, the wife has to be preeminent for her to truly help the man to serve in that capacity, that calling that God has placed her to be. Or for some, of course, the man is preeminent, which is more predominant in our day and age. But the truth is that in all, the wife is helping the man, and the man is fulfilling destiny and is showing love as he ought to do to his wife and his family. The third section, the third category I want to talk about is with your vision, intimacy with your vision. And this is more of a combination of both the divine and the human. As our scripture says that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So anything that is going to be done on earth, maybe it's a vision that we have, it must follow the same pattern in heaven, because it doesn't originate from us and it doesn't only involve only the physical elements that we see. When a vision comes from God and you agree with it, you become one with that vision. In fact, it becomes your sleeping and your waking thoughts. Because it's actually very possible to disagree with a vision. It's very possible to disagree with a vision. Peter disagreed with the vision that God gave him. But Paul said, I was not disobedient unto the what? Unto the heavenly vision. And so when you agree with that vision, you become one. We talked about God. When you agree with God in salvation, in regeneration, you become one spirit with God. When you agree with your spouse on earth, you become one flesh with our spouse. And when you agree with a vision, your heart and the vision becomes one. It becomes your sleeping thought. It becomes the reason why you live, the reason why you do things upon the face of the earth. When your heart is not in your vision, both you and your vision will not go far. There will be a disconnection along the line, because your vision requires commitment and attention. And those are very, very important. They are very important elements of intimacy, commitment and attention. There must be a continual connection with that vision and a feeding of it for it to be able to grow. Your heart must not be distracted or disconnected, but fully into that vision, such that you are able to discern when any chaos wants to befall the vision. You are able to mitigate it and take steps in order to be well positioned so that that evil doesn't come to pass. Scripture says that write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that reads it. And so when we want to allow other people to partner, we're talking about intimacy, partnership, connections. So when we want to allow other people to partner with your vision, you must be able to clearly express and communicate your vision effectively and put it in writing, because Scripture says that write the vision. So when you write it, you're able to express, you're able to communicate. That says anyone that reads it, he that reads it will run, right? So that vision has the energy to mobilize men, to attract men, and to cause men to run in a certain direction. And so the question is answered. Can two work together except they are agreed? Definitely not. There has to be an agreement in any form, in any shape, before they can truly work together. Or else it will be a matter of time, and then there will be a distance, there will be a disconnection, and there will be a separation. I hope you are blessed by this, and I trust that you make applications of this. Intimacy requires agreement, it requires commitment, it requires attention. There are different sides to intimacy with God. Very important. You must give God your time, your attention. If you want to truly be intimate with Him, you must give Him your heart, and also your spouse, and also with your vision and the people that are working with you in actualizing that vision. Stay blessed. See you next time.